Welcome to Ghoulish Gab, always spooky, always under 7 minutes. Today we're talking about suspending belief. What do you have to do to get yourself in the mindset to watch a movie where weird things are presented to you?
Which is the basis of most horror.
Almost any movie, really.
Yeah.
Like how much belief can you suspend? And do you have any problems doing that? I think I'm, for the most part, pretty easygoing with a lot of it. I know if I'm watching a movie, I'm just trying to entertain myself.
Yeah.
But I think when a movie takes itself too serious and does stupid shit is when I kind of have problems with things like that.
I'm willing, as a wrestling fan, I am willing to suspend belief indefinitely. Honestly, I have a harder time, like you're kind of saying, watching a movie where it's too realistic. I got the news to watch if I want to see how horrible the world is. I don't want those kinds of horror movies. I'm willing to accept ghosts, demons, unreasonable kills where you're like, there's no way that would have killed you. I'm sorry. Like what you would have been, like when they get shot here and then they're dead in 20 seconds. Like, no, you would have been bleeding out for way longer than that. But I'm willing to accept it because that's what I'm getting into. I think the harder part for me is what I don't like, what kind of takes me out of a movie. Not enough to shut it off, but enough to be like, I have to comment on it to the person sitting next to me because I can't not, because that's how much it bugs me.
Yeah.
Biggest one for me is car stuff.
A car just blows up after it's been hit with
yes.
Just
you're like, that's not,
it hits a tree going 40 miles an hour and then just blows up.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so we suspend our belief an insane amount for the Final Destination franchise.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yep. But all of the stuff related to cars on that, I can't. There's that scene, and I think it's in the third one.
The racetrack?
No, not the racetrack. The racetrack stuff actually isn't.
Oh,
I mean, it's crazy, but it didn't bug me that much. It's the one where the guy's in the drive-thru, and then they get rear-ended by a truck, and then it pushes the other car, and the engine just flies out, and the cooling fan.
Oh yeah.
Shreds the back of the guy's head. That's not how that works, guys. That's not how. And yes, cars don't just blow up, or you don't just go into a car and pull a random set of wires, and now the car will never start. That's not. Yes, it can happen, but you got to know what you're looking for. That's not the way these cars are made anymore. Okay, so that's one thing. Also, things having to do with snow / the Northwoods.
Okay.
I get bothered by this person is stuck in this much snow. They can't get anywhere. And you're looking, they zoom in on the tire, you're supposed to be so freaked out for them because the tire's just spinning and spinning. And you're looking, you're like, they're kicking up dirt. That car should be, I've been stuck in the snow. That car should be moving. Or snow that just falls so fluffy that you're like, no, this is no. And then the last thing that really bugs me is teenage / college parties in a suburban neighborhood, with an HOA, and then they're partying loudly at midnight. And first of all, your neighbors in an HOA would have been calling the cops already.
Right.
But now all of a sudden there's killing going on and there's screaming and everything and there's gunshots or a chainsaw. You're telling me that Beth next door, 72-year-old Beth who pays her HOA fees diligently and is on the board, is not immediately coming over there pounding on the door or calling the cops screaming? No, that's not realistic. Cops should have shown up way long ago. Those are the things that kind of take me out.
One thing that takes me out, not always permanently, or just every time, no one has ever done this, they don't even try, is anytime you see a hole that's been dug, you see, and it's supposed to be done by a shovel, but it's just a perfect square that was clearly done by a machine. If you dig a hole with a shovel, it's not a perfect fucking rectangle that's just flat on every side. You can't do that by hand.
No.
It would take forever to do. But they don't even try to like make it look like it was actually done. You can tell the little mini excavator came in, took its couple scoops out, went away, and they don't even. Then they'll just throw a shovel next to it. They won't even try to like, okay, rough up the edges or make it look like it's not perfect. I don't know why that bothers me so much. But nobody ever even tries to make it look like it was actually dug by hand. And I know there's probably a lot of people who haven't dug holes or don't think about digging holes, but it doesn't turn into a perfect rectangle when you're doing it with the shovel.
Yeah, and I mean, also there's the not like the square bottom. It's like a box.
Yes, yeah, you can't do
You
that.
can't do that. That's not reasonable.
It's so, I don't know, it's just, come on, just make it look a little rough around the edges, please. Somebody do that.
Or in that same vein, when people zombies and stuff dig themselves out of graves.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're so decomposed that if I smack you with a shovel, your arm's falling apart, but you got out of that packed ass dirt?
That's one thing too. I just think there's movies that like they take themselves so serious, so then when there's something that comes up that could be even a tiny bit of a plot hole, it just seems worse because I feel like, I'm supposed to be taking this movie very serious. Like I just watched that The Watchers. Have you seen that? I had no problem when it got to the fairies and stuff, but there were things like when they all of a sudden they just go back to their regular lives, and that girl who's spoilers, but her husband had died, and she said they'd been there at least 5 months, and then it's the next day, and she's just like walking in the house with groceries. I'm sorry, if I vacated my house for 5 months, it's not going to be here when I get back, okay? Because the bills aren't getting paid.
Yep.
And at some point, the bank or something, it's just so ridiculous.
You're getting foreclosed on.
Yeah, so I'm just like, this movie has such a serious tone, and like they go back to the professor's place. He's been gone for years and years, but his office at the school is still intact. It's just bullshit. Anyway, we're out of time. Tell us, how you handle suspending disbelief in different circumstances, or what takes you out of a movie, and
and why is it car stuff? Okay.
Okay, bye.